Hello everybody, welcome to the real last video of this mini-series. So in this video we're gonna basically fix two bugs in it. The first is that I'll fix this very hacky global variable here, and also we're gonna see how to dismiss keyboard after user input their information. So it turns out that there's a super easy way to achieve the same effect without this sketchy global variable here. So we can just cut this line and fix the extraneous space. And also, so we are just going to put this add cat view controller to our table view cell class. So instead of a global variable, we're gonna put it as a member field of this UITableView class, UITableView cell class. So we're gonna say this add cat view controller is a member of this cell, and then let's do a search. So yeah, so when we are using this property, we can actually directly access this view controller here. And so originally in our controller, we are assigning ourselves to that variable in our view did load, I think. Yeah, here. So instead of doing this here, we're gonna directly assign ourselves to the cell when we were creating it. So let's go to cell for row add method, and right before we return the cell, we'll do cell dot add cat view controller equal to self. So we're assigning this add cat view controller here to the field of this particular cell, which is basically it. So I finally decided to connect my phone to a computer so that this app can run on my phone. Actually, I did this in order to show you this second bug here, but let's see. Actually, should be good. Oh, that was because my phone was locked. So okay, honestly I don't know why it's indexing again. Okay. Nice. Great. So let's see. This is my iPhone screen actually, and we can go to our add cat view, and so can directly type in something random, and here type in something random, and then age. Yep. And then when we delete something, you can see the done button is like gray again, and okay, then type done, and then cat. Yep, everything is working as usual. So great. The next thing, dismiss keyboard. So this bug is actually something will arise when, so it's like on our home screen when we type in our name and type in our class here, and then actually then we decide to like not do this. We actually want to go to our like catalyst first, but the button in order to go to the table view is actually somewhere here. But now there's no way for us to actually tap around like the region, tap around in the blank space of this view to actually dismiss this keyboard here. So this keyboard here is blocking our way to tap this button underneath, which is super bad and inconvenient for the users. So what we have to do is actually add a tap gesture recognizer to our app so that it recognizes our taps when we tap the blank space around. And then when it recognizes it, it will like actually dismiss the keyboard underneath. So let's see. In order to do this, we are just going to add a. Actually, we're going to write a. So go to our main view controller file here. We're gonna add an extension. So we're going to write an extension to the UI view controller class. Just like that. So an extension is something like you're extending this like class, so the functions and properties you add in this chunk here will be able to be accessed by all the UI view controller type objects in your whole project. So let's see. Let's first create a tab. So let's give it a type of UI. Oh, it should be TapGestureRecognizer, and then we're gonna initialize it. TapGestureRecognizer, and the method is target action is some function actually. So target is of course like ourself, right? Because we want the target of the tap to be the view controller self. So we can just say self here, and the action here is actually you have to select a method using the selector here. So the syntax of selector is just a pound plus selector, and then you in this parentheses here. Yeah, so it's lowercase. You type in the name of the method. So actually, we are going to create the method. Oh, I forgot to put this in the function. So let's name it dismiss keyboard when tapping around, and then doesn't take in parameter and doesn't return anything. So let me put it here. Okay. So when we recognize a tab, we are going to call a method dismiss keyboard. Alright, and then we're going to write this function here. So dismiss. Oh. Dismiss keyboard, and then doesn't take anything. So because we are inside the UI view controller class, we can directly access the view property of it. And then we're gonna call end editing. Force, I don't know, probably not. I'll just false here. Okay, so yeah, so after creating this tap gesture recognizer, we're going to add this to our view. So add gesture recognizer tap. Then we're all done here. Let's see what error are we getting. That is not exposed to. Oh. Instance method. Let's see whether I can fix this by adding controller dots. Because this method is okay, so I think no, never mind. So actually I think this is something they added to Swift recently. I don't think I have to like add this Objective-C signature. No, I mean whatever. I don't remember I have to add this like in Swift 3 something, but whatever. Let me unlock my phone again and alright. So, oh, sorry, I actually forgot to call this in our view controller here. So we create this function and we actually have to go to our view.load method and call the function we just created. So just dismiss. So it should be dismiss keyboard when typing around. Alright, so now we should be fine. Okay. Oh, sorry, I forgot to unlock my phone again. So, for some reason it's still blank. Okay, let me just try to run it again because I don't know why it's. Oh, okay, finally finished. So now we can try to type in our name again, and then class here again, and then when we just tap around, you see, the keyboard just dismissed. So let me actually do this with, oh no, actually, because this is not a simulator, so you actually cannot see me like tapping in the blank space, but you can, I don't know, after you build it, you'll be able to see it yourself. Okay, so that's so much for this video, and I think beginning the next one, we're going to enter like a new phase of our tutorial series. So I will begin to talk about some more advanced topics. So more specifically, next video, I want to introduce a framework called AV Foundation from Apple. This is a very, very powerful foundation for you to deal with media and video, that kind of stuff. So basically, we'll create an app which plays with camera and images, that kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you in the next video.